You know that feeling, right? It's that time of year again. You're holding a phone you love. It works great. But then, boom, a newer, shinier model drops, and it starts calling your name. The ads are everywhere, telling you it's a must-have. But let's be real. Is it actually worth dropping all that cash? We're gonna break it down.
So do you really need to upgrade your phone every single year? Or are the big tech companies just getting really good at convincing us we do? It's that classic feeling, isn't it? One minute your phone is top of the line, the next it feels like a relic from ancient history. Well, today we're going to cut through all that marketing noise. We'll find out if the upgrade is truly justified for real-world use. All right, let's meet our contenders. In this corner, we've got the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, a total powerhouse that, let's be honest, a lot of you probably still own and love. And in the other corner, the brand new, shiny Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. So if you're holding that S22 Ultra right now, and you're thinking, is now the time to make the jump? Stick around. We're about to get you a very clear answer. Okay, so here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll start with the upgrade dilemma itself. Then we'll dive into the design. Can you even spot the difference? After that, it's all about performance and gaming. Then the big one, the camera test. And finally, we'll wrap up with battery life and the final verdict.
All right, first up, design. Let's talk about the look and feel. I mean, when you're dropping $1,000 or more on a new phone, you kind of want it to look new, right? You want it to feel different in your hand. So how do these two really compare?
Well, honestly, the difference is minimal. And that's putting it mildly. I mean, look at them. If you put them side by side, you'd have a seriously hard time telling which is which. So if you were hoping for some big, flashy redesign to show off, yeah, you're not going to find it here. From a looks perspective alone, there's really no reason to upgrade. Okay, so if the outside is basically a copy-paste, what's going on the inside? Let's pop the hood and talk about performance and gaming. This has got to be where the new S24 Ultra shines, right? A new chip, more power? Let's see.
And yeah, look, on paper, the S24 Ultra is definitely faster, no question. The benchmarks are higher, the processor is newer, apps might snap open like a split second quicker. Technically, it is the faster phone.
But in your actual day-to-day life, you are probably not going to notice it at all. I'm talking about scrolling through Instagram, firing off emails, browsing the web. That tiny speed boost is pretty much invisible. The S22 Ultra was already a super fast phone, so this isn't going to change your world.
Now, there is one area where it makes a difference, gaming. If you are a serious, hardcore gamer who wants every single frame you can possibly get, then yeah, the S24 Ultra is the clear winner. But for pretty much everyone else, the S22 Ultra is still an absolute beast that will run any game you throw at it beautifully. Okay, let's move on to the main event. The reason so many of us even think about upgrading, the camera. This is the big one, right? This is what the companies push in all their ads. So, the million-dollar question, is the S24 Ultra a massive revolutionary leap forward in photography?
And let's just cut right to the chase here. Is the improvement revolutionary? In a word, no, it's not. All the marketing hype about new sensors and fancy AI tricks, it sounds great, but when you actually look at the photos, the story is a little different. So let's really break this down. Is there an improvement in the S24 Ultra? Yes, for sure. You'll see maybe a tiny bit more detail if you really zoom in, maybe a little less noise in super dark shots, but is it a game-changing leap? No way. The S22 Ultra still takes absolutely amazing photos. We're talking about a small step up, not a giant leap.
All right, we're on the home stretch. Let's talk about battery life, and then we'll bring it all together for the final verdict. So, is this S24 Ultra really the can't-miss upgrade everyone says it is? And you're probably sensing a theme here, because it's the same story with the battery. The S24 Ultra is a little bit better, sure. Its new chip is more efficient, so maybe you'll squeeze an extra hour out of it at the end of the day, but again, it's not a huge life-changing difference. So here it is, the final verdict. If you already have the S22 Ultra in your pocket, don't rush to upgrade. Seriously, your phone is still incredible, and the new one just doesn't offer enough to justify the cost. But hey, if you're coming from a much older phone, or you're someone who just has to have the latest and greatest tech, then of course, the S24 Ultra is an amazing phone. It's a great choice in that case.
And that really brings us back to the big question, doesn't it? I want to turn this over to you now. Do you find yourself upgrading every single year, or are you the type to hold onto your phone for as long as you possibly can?
It really seems like this whole upgrade cycle is more about marketing than a real need. So let us know what you think. What's your strategy?